Good afternoon to everybody. A chic recovery for all towards the zero gender gap. It's the title that will lead us through a couple of days of discussions, but we will not just be discussions. It's going to be a real call to action. This started many years ago because, as you all know, the Women's Forum started in 2005 in Paris, and it became year after year a very important platform for women's voices and visions. Now, what's going to happen these days? In occasion of the G20 here in Italy, there is the opportunity to bring the gender gap discussions to the leaders of the world and make sure that after so many years of discussions, initiative, it becomes a real call to action. This afternoon, it will be a first part of sessions. It will continue tomorrow morning and then tomorrow afternoon. This morning, it was already a very good beginning at Banca d'Italia, where there has been the CEO champions commitment for gender equality. So once again, not just discussions, but a commitment. And people who were there just told me that so many CEOs decided to sign. And this is a very important sign of commitment. Then we will have on this stage 70 speakers from 20 countries, a huge amount of intelligence, of people deciding that the world has to move forward. Why the world has to move forward? Because what we understood, even in this pandemic, even in these very difficult times, what we understood is the fact that women equality is a precondition of every kind of sustainable development, a precondition. So there is no sustainable development when you don't have women equality, when you don't have a gender parity. What we understood in these years is also that it has a lot to do with human justice and with the possibility of future. 250 people participating here in person, but thousands of people that are connected with the streaming, and we send our best thoughts to them all over the world, because as I was mentioning, 20 countries are and will be on this stage, meaning that this is really a global event, because what we have to achieve is global. And the idea is, again, to change the world. And this is why tomorrow evening, after all this meeting, after all these discussions, we will have these 10 proposals that will be here, that will be the basis of what the G20 leaders will be asked to do. Because again, the real verb here is not to say, is not to think, is to do. The moment has come. So let me just say that it's a real pleasure having all these talents and capacities as intelligence all together to get to the same goal. And now let's start our journey together with a message, with a video message that comes from the Holy See, where His Eminence Cardinal Pietro Parolin will bring us the words of Pope Francis. Please, let's listen together to the video.